You're good at fixing stuff, right? How do I fix this?
In 1978, Elise and Alex Borla were building exhausts for old Rolls Royces.
Do you think when we said let's do something, they thought 1,000 horsepower, party mobile, 4 seats?
No. We're super stoked to work with Borla. Their bread and butter is like bolt-on applications for normal cars that you probably own.
You talking to me?
Car saviors. This part of it actually worked really well.
Silverado HD 2500 lowering springs.
Front clip, rear clip.
That right there.
Alex! Shut the damn welder off. We're trying to make YouTube content. Anyways, welcome back. Another episode. We're building cars. We've moved the Rolls Royce from the shop over there to Area 69.
Is there a reason we call that this?
I don't know. We probably thought about it when we were... Last episode, told you the rundown on this car. Pulled the engine out. We pulled the rear end out. I mean, the car is done. Dude, put that thing outside on death row. It's done. But first, they looped us in to be the grunt workers. We're gonna get to take this thing off of the pallet, put it on the table, and then Scotto and Soupy get to have the fun part, I guess. Let's get this thing off. We have no idea how to move this.
Wheels right now.
Oh, bring it close to the table, and then we'll just push it up onto the table in the box, and then leave. Okay, so wait, hold on. We're doing this all wrong right off the bat. This is on wheels.
This needs to get forklift.
I think we should just push it over, and then take a forklift, and you break all the wood away from it, and then cut the straps, and then pick it up. Yo, let's cut these in tandem. Ready? Would have been a sick shot. Get in there. Me and you could just walk this out.
Are you sure?
Dude, it's pretty light. Rear one's heavy. We're not gonna pick that up. That's heavy. Oh.
Yeah, you see the welding on this? Ooh.
Dude, this is nice.
All right, so we're 3 hours in, and we almost have
3 hours in.
Coming. Okay, right there.
Stop.
So this is our Art Morrison custom chassis that's gonna be fit underneath the Rolls Royce. As you guys may or may not know, our good friend Craig recently passed away, and this chassis and this build has a lot of meaning to it, but we're gonna let Scotto explain that a bit.
7 years ago, when I first started digging into the Nova, I wanted to build something that was fast, but also could handle really well, and started researching a bunch of things. I ended up meeting Craig Morrison, whose dad is Art Morrison of Art Morrison Chassis, and that's what they specialized in. They specialized in building things like this, Pro Touring rear ends, IRS setups for old cars. And, you know, we started working together. We built this super custom thing for the Nova. The Nova has like a convertible 3-link, 4-link, so it's both good for road racing and also drag racing. It was really cool to work with them. They kind of loved everything that Hoonigan was about. Over the years, we did a bunch of cool stuff together, like Power Tour, and, you know, got to kind of, I mean, Craig's just one of those guys where I would be in Seattle. We were there filming Recoil, like invited my wife and I over for dinner. And over the years, we became really good friends, and he always wanted to be involved in another Hoonigan project. And, you know, especially as we started doing bigger and better stuff. And when we did the Rolls Royce for Discovery, they really wanted to be on board. Unfortunately, we just didn't have the time to do what we're doing with the car now. So the opportunity came about. I called Craig earlier this year. I said, we're finally gonna do it. We're finally gonna build the Rolls. Are you guys in? He's like, sure. We got this IRS set up. We've got a bunch of different cool stuff we could put together for you guys. And then you guys could build the rest of the chassis in-house. And unfortunately, between the time that we ordered this and, you know, went with, you know, we dealt with Craig and Matt over at Art Morrison to kind of figure out all the bits and pieces that we needed to eventually put this together. Craig ended up getting COVID and Craig died. And, you know, it's this thing now that it sucks. There's no other way to say it, but it fucking sucks. He was one of the coolest dudes I know, and he was the one person who should not have died from COVID, but he did. And, you know, so it's kind of made this a lot more special for a couple of us here at Hoonigan who knew Craig. And, you know, it's just like this extra thing, and we didn't want to not mention it, but it's just this kind of difficult, tough thing for us to realize that, like, this is the last project we'd ever get to do with him. You know, now all we got to do is build this for Craig. And, you know, big thanks to everybody else who's still at Morrison, keeping it going, Matt, Art, the rest of the team there. It's really this great group of people up in Tacoma making awesome made in America parts for muscle cars. So, yeah, thanks guys. And this one, we're gonna do it for Craig.
We're still not super sure how this all works, but Alex and Soupy are gonna figure that out. So next, we're gonna peel off this wrap, and then we're gonna start cutting this body apart, start figuring out how to get it on there.
Look how bad the paint is, though.
Alex is a rocket power guy.
Come on, tell me. I finished Naruto in like a month. I finished Naruto in a month, and I've been watching Naruto, and I actually love it. Does that make me a loser, Alex?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. Oh my god. It is a start of a day or something. Alex is over here trying to make cringy YouTube content. He doesn't even really know how to use the measuring tape. I got a fresh pack. Get going on this chassis. Oh, shut up! Shit. Fresh 25 pack of blades. 2 Sawzall blades, a Rolls Royce, and then the other day, the dynamic team over here at Hoonigan, these guys mounted the chassis onto the table. Grim made these nice little plates. This represents our wheel and tire combinations. It is the correct height. This is the certi-flat table. All right, this is a little bit more than you normally see us do. This time we actually gonna build a chassis. Not completely. We got these 2 halves from Art Morrison. These 2 are right out of the catalog. Now we have to kind of make the middle. And in order to do that, we need a chassis table. But some assembly required that. We're just kind of squaring off the chassis, getting our rough measurements, and then Alex is gonna start bending some tube, cutting, welding, and I'm gonna start cutting this thing. What else do you need? Let's get to cutting. So I made some progress. The trunk is on the floor, and then I got one side out. So the idea here is just don't randomly cut through stuff, because you're just gonna make a huge mess. So I'm just cutting it away piece by piece, and then kind of figuring out how to get it closer and closer to the edge. It's a combination of the Sawzall, grinder, and a plasma cutter. So I'm gonna continue to go, get that little chunk out of there, and hopefully by the end of today, I'll get from here to about here.
We got our two halves of our chassis all set up. We used the clamps to get the initial position. Got all these holes, makes it easy to position everything and bolt it to the table. Then we weld these legs and fasten them. So we're gonna do that 4 spots on the front and back, and then 4 spots on our middle chassis. This is gonna be like our major frame rail. The body's gonna sit up, and we're gonna weld the body to this rail, and then get the engine, flop it in place, and then from there we can start building out our transmission tunnel, mounting the seats, and mounting everything else.
You want me to do that better?
No.
I'm gonna pay you to do this shit, Super. There's no way. I love doing this. I do it for fun. Were you filming the whole thing?
There it is, your cord.
Leather Quick Detailer is an all-in-one solution that cleans, restores, and protects your leather. A simple spray and wipe solution allows you to keep yours nice and supple leather. Have an emergency spill? Get your leather back to shape in no time.
No time.
Dust, dirt, fingerprints? Not a problem. Wipe it right up. Sun is brutal. It's got UV protection. Keep it nice and protected from the sun. It gets inside the car, especially if you have a convertible. Helps keep it from drying and cracking. Don't want that. Pair Leather Quick Detailer with a tan workhorse towel. Give your leather the perfect finishing touch.
He had one job. You want to catch everybody up here? Because this doesn't look anything like the last time we were
No.
here. Like, this actually is starting to make sense.
They put the chassis on the table last week. Alex connected the chassis together, 2x4 box deals. He also set the motor in place, made these nice little hooks here.
You use this for ships?
The engine hook is about yay big.
You leave anything to Griff, it'll overcomplicate the shit out of it.
I'm not complaining. This is sick.
The thing is, like, once you lift this in and out 2 times, we're not using it.
That's a lot of work for a one-time use
Well, I think
thing.
he was thinking, like, we could lift the whole car and just hang it from the ceiling later.
Hey, I have something important to show you guys. This one first. That means this thing's gonna be faster.
Does it?
I can guarantee one thing. It's gonna smoke a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Dad jokes are serious, bro. Continue.
All right, engine's placed. While Grim was doing this, I was doing this.
There's like nothing left of it.
No.
Makes it easy to build a cage when you don't have a
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
I like how the frame looks like it came off a World War II plane. How much weight do you think you cut out?
The floors weighed about 17 tons.
So it's only 20
That's a metric ton, by the way. Yeah.
So we cut the floor out. It's gonna be basically a big RC car. Gonna slide the body.
Just got Dan's interest again.
We should actually build a life-size RC car.
I'm down.
If you think we should build a full-size RC car, comment below.
Dan, I need some help just finishing up cage stuff.
Oh, good, because I'm a bolt-on boy now.
You're a bolt-on boy? Welcome to the brand.
See the Audi episode?
I don't know where everybody went.
He also made you guys the bailout boys.
Listen.
Bailed out boys. Bail out boys?
Vinny bailed so early today, he's not even on camera.
Vin isn't here.
Can you just explain to people how these two are really gonna connect?
You can see the box section on there perfectly, the width of this. So once the body slides over the chassis, just weld it to the chassis.
It always surprises me that thin sheet metal will hold that all together.
The cage also helps. We're gonna do some tie-in points in the cage. So the cage gets welded to the chassis, body gets welded to the cage and the chassis.
So we need an X?
We need an
and
X.
then a hoop?
So wait, you're gonna put an X behind the driver passenger? Do we know where the seats are gonna go? Just looking out for the big boys here.
Pedals are being moved forward.
You're gonna move the pedals
Yeah.
forward. What would be cool is to keep the seat in the same place and put the pedals on the slider.
Build it big, get everyone hot topic, big platform shoes.
See, this is why you're here, Bruddy. Let's do this. By the way, I think I just called him Bruddy. I went bro, buddy at the same time. Yo, Bruddy. Yo, Bruddy. What needs to get done?
Install oil pan, install the exhaust manifold. We have to build the back harness bar, the X here. And we also have a fuel cell. We got to mount a fuel cell to the back of that.
All right, so we got this Holley oil pan. The stock setup is a front sump. With the way this chassis is set up, we need it in a specific spot. So we got this Holley mid-sub oil pan. Comes with a windage tray, pickup tube, all the hardware you need to put it together, and baffle to keep the oil where it needs to be. Yeah.
Built-in gasket right there too. You don't have to mess with RTV or anything.
Built-in gasket, and then even a little mounting spot for the windage tray with little O-rings in there too.
Oh, right. Okay. Windage tray will go like this.
Yep. And when we bolt the oil pan down, it presses this down. So
Right. Oh, that's cool.
first things first, we got to put the dipstick tube in the windage tray on the motor, and the oil pan can just slap up on there. We're gonna piece that together while Brad the Builder gets cracking on his. Oh, sorry.
Give me back my table. Brad the Builder is old school donut shop days. All right, so I built a simple cradle. There's a little U that goes underneath. These are gonna be the cross supports, and this is gonna hang in it. Because there's really no room to run strapping across cleanly this way, I'm gonna run another crossbar here, which will also help stop it from going side to side, and then run 2 straps this way. Probably do those out of aluminum. When this is all done and all burned in, all we have to do is put it here, weld it like here and here across, and it'll hang right there. And we put it in about 1.5 feet from the back of the frame, just in case we crash this thing, we don't hit the fuel cell first.
Are you into that, or is that for some other kind of setup?
Probably gotta take this off.
I'm gonna try to remove this nice little dent we got here. 2x4.
Subi, you think you're gonna get that done?
You know, I tell. Yes.
Okay.
Watch me destroy this fender.
Actually did a decent job there, Subi. That's not that bad.
Not bad, not bad.
You see this? Look at this. Look at this. Yo, it's not even bumpy or anything. That's kind of crazy.
The new digital Infinity series. I can actually see what I'm doing. Get her set up. Oh, I love it. It's already ready. So the sunlight doesn't affect it, because if you look outside, look up a little bit, it'll darken. Usually I use the Multimatic, but I really like the Syncrowave 210 for TIG stuff, and we're gonna TIG this cage, so I need to warm myself up. It is so good. I haven't welded in a little while, and this is super smooth. Absolutely my favorite thing, wireless pedal. Not tripping over everything. Put it anywhere. For an application like this, we're inside the car, so you can move it all over. You're not tripping wires, just kind of move it around. In a tight spot, I can use my arms, use my leg, get creative with it, but it's really nice to have.
I'd say that's it.
Gotta warm her up a little bit, you know? A little post-lunch rip.
We let it warm up, but we're gonna smash it up against K-rails.
Look, they were pre-roasted, all right? Pre-roasted. That shit's about to go. accomplished a lot today.
I think the only guy who accomplished a lot today was Dan. He put in 2 bars because you guys put in 1 oil pan.
It's technically 3 bars.
3 bars? He did 3 bars. You guys did 1
Do you
oil
know
pan.
how many bolts that oil pan had? That oil pan had a windage tray.
Transmission bolts, also the motor mount bolts. Not easy.
That's 2 bolts.
It doesn't matter how many bolts, it's how the bolts bolt.
Okay, then I accomplished the least because I got 1 bend out.
There you go.
But
It is the end of the day. Soupy, who knew you're such a body man? Look at this.
it was pretty mangled.
It was super mangled. This is that problem where, like, I never told anybody that I know how to edit videos because I don't want to edit videos.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Now you blew up your own spot.
That's amazing, honestly.
Honestly,
All bullshit aside, this is actually really impressive.
all right, Daniel. Welded in a cage.
Just some
Part of some crossbars.
X-bar.
Tacked in. Listen, we got this motor in here. No, it's a 3-piece oil pan. Got the oil
But I
pan
cut
in
some
there.
stuff off. Yeah, and the precision engine mounts that we didn't hammer in at all.
No.
It was a
Mounting.
pretty simple day. Up? No, down, sorry.
Stop. Up tiny bit. Up. We forgot the guy that's not here. Bail out Brian.
Man.
This project is still on the table.
I like how we left the razor sharp burr here, but I will say, that's a pretty good weld.
He grinded that one over there. That one's good.
This one's good.
Yeah, this one's nice.
This is a nice weld. That one, you know, everybody needs a first try. All in all, a good day.
Good day today.
We don't have that much left to do, right? We just take this, put it on that.
Why is it backwards?
Why is it backwards?
I don't know.
Oh.
You guys put it on last week.
I wasn't even here last week.
We had to put it on this way for a reason.
Why?
Because.
No one puts in a full day's work here anymore? I guess they got that finished. Somewhat. Time to finish up the tank. This is just shift 2. It's only 7 o'clock. There's still like a good 6 hours left in the day. There it is. Bail out Brian, my fucking ass.